Well, hello, how are you? My name's Denny, this is my plant-based journey, and it's been a while since I've been with you. While things are going on in the world today, I haven't really felt the desire or the need to do much publishing. I figure everyone has their hands full, and there's a lot of stress in this world today. But I've decided I need to get back to putting these videos out and talking about my journey. But I also wanted to share with you the end of my 3-month journey. As you know, I started on May 1st, and I wanted to do May, June, and July and see what I'd do if I just monitored my eating and started a little exercise. Now, let me say this, I haven't been able to do much exercise. I'm still struggling with my left hip. It's hurting me pretty good, and work and things along those lines have kept me preoccupied, so that it's been difficult to add some of those things. But I'm beginning to do more. I have my bike, and it's ready to ride, and I've ridden it a little bit, and I'm trying to go to the tennis courts and some things along those lines. But the main thing I want to focus on is my diet. So let's talk about my results. You may be asking, well, why is he wearing a suit? Well, let me just say this. I just came back from a funeral, and I want to remind you what James said. James is the half-brother of Jesus, and he wrote the letter that's called James. And in chapter 4, verses 13 through 17, he talked about how life is a vapor. It appears for a little while and then it vanishes away. Life is short. None of us are getting out of this world alive. But some of us have hastened our own death by how we eat, how we fail to move, and the things that we've chosen to do in our lives. I don't want that for you. I want you to have a long and healthy life, and that's what I want for myself and for my family. So let's talk about this journey I've been on. I want to share my results. You can probably tell I've lost a lot of weight, and things are continuing to progress. And so let's start with weight. If you remember, on May 1st, I weighed 256.6 pounds. I weighed in on the end of the month, at the end of August, at the end of July. We're just now getting into August. At the end of July, I weighed in, and I was 235 pounds. That's 21.6 pounds in 3 months, just changing what I eat, eating vegetables and fruits. And I know that I could have done better with that. I could have been more restrictive on some of the things I've eaten to manipulate my weight. I could have done like I did in the past, where I'd go walk 6, 8, 10 miles every morning. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I want this to be the natural progression of eating a healthy diet so that I can be what I ought to be. And so I lost 21.6 pounds, 7 pounds a month, 7.2 pounds a month. I hope and pray that continues as we go into August and as we carry that through to October. I'm going to do another 3 months and report my statistics to you during that time period. 21.6 pounds. I also want to share my blood sugar with you. Now, as I said early on in this pass, I was typically 200 to 300 would be a normal blood sugar, because I wasn't watching what I was eating. But the last few weeks, and the last few days in particular, I've been between 78 and 98 in the mornings, depending on what I did the night before, when I took my medicine, what I ate, things along those lines. And so my number has dropped dramatically, 140 to 220 points just in 3 months by controlling what I eat. My A1c, it was well over 12. It was approaching 13, and now it's at 6.6. I'm almost in the normal zone. So it is less than half of what it once was. It's continuing to drop. What's the major change? Did I add a bunch of extra medicine? No. What am I eating? I'm eating potatoes and rice and beans and corn and fruit and salads and the same thing I've been eating. I eat pretty simple food. Somebody asked me on one of the videos if I would make some more elaborate things, and that all my food tastes good, but it's simple. And really, that's what food is. It's simple. And That's what eating a whole food plant-based diet is. It's simple. You just eat whole foods, and really it's not complicated, but in half. My A1c is in half, folks, in 3 months. Also, my blood pressure. It was 138/95 on the day I started, May 1st. And I have my numbers done on the last of August. I went to the doctor's office. This is their measurements, by the way. I was 107/78. Do you get that? We're talking like 140/100 to 107/78. We're talking 30 plus points on the top, 17 to 20 points on the bottom. Massive. Not by running marathons, not by all weekend binging on cardio and binging on resistance training. No. By eating a burrito, by eating overnight oats, by eating potatoes. Folks, this works. My cholesterol, unbelievable. And I'm not going to go over all the details, but this is unbelievable. My total cholesterol is 83. It's supposed to be less than 200. It was in the 400s. It's less than 200 by a long ways. It's 83. My HDL is 30. My triglycerides, 124. Again, in the 200 to 300 range to 124. And LDL's at 28. These numbers are super low. In fact, the doctor cut several of my medicines, and next time I go back, he's going to cut several more. And the plan is to ultimately get off of these medicines. Folks, I'm not doing anything elaborate, and I'm not trying to be the guy who loses the most weight the fastest. In the past, I would try to lose 60 pounds, 70 pounds in 3 months. This time, all I tried to do was change how I eat. What was the result? I told you, 21.6 pounds lost. The blood sugar dropped dramatically, A1c in half. My blood pressure went from very high and dangerous levels to very low levels. My cholesterol numbers are super low. And I know that as I continue to do this, when we get around to the end of October and we're getting to those last 2 months that many people struggle with, I'm going to be in the best health of my adult life. So here's the challenge. I want to help other people do this. And so even though I was hoping we would be through with the difficulties facing the world right now and that we would be able to see some changes, I know it's just hard to talk about things like eating a potato when there's so much stress and difficulty and heartache in the world. But I hope that I can be an encouragement to other people. And I hope that this will benefit those who are trying to do the same thing. We're coming to the end of the year. Let's keep eating healthy. Let's lose some more weight. Let's get in shape. And then when we go see our family at Thanksgiving and we go see our family at Christmas or New Year's, they're blown away by how good we look, how good we feel, the energy and the excitement that we have. And we're going to be able to be in the family pictures instead of hiding out when the family pictures come. I know that maybe that's a hard thing for some people. It's a hard thing for me. I'm not in a lot of pictures, and that's by choice. But you know what? We don't have to be that way. We can change how we eat. We can change how we feel. And in just 3 months, my numbers have changed dramatically. Listen, have a great week. Let's do August right. Let's eat some fruit and vegetables. Let's plan our meals. Let's get to work. We can do this. It's not hard. You can do it. I'm doing it by taking my food with me into the field. If you're in an office, you can take it to your office. If you're working at home, even better. Folks, we can do this. Eat some broccoli. Eat some potatoes. Eat some corn. Eat a salad. We can do this. I'm excited. Numbers came out great. It was a great 3 months, but it's just the start of what is yet to come. We can do this. Have a great week. I appreciate your time. My name is Denny. This is my plant-based journey. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll try to answer them. I may even answer them in a video. But make sure you like and subscribe and share, because I know that this will help people. It will. It will. And it's helpful to me. It helps me to keep on keeping on. So have a great week. We'll see you next time.